Hello guys! Today my country survived the largest air attack since the start of Russian war in Ukraine. We were targeted with 158 missiles and Shahed drones. It was a combined attack because such attacks are really difficult to stop. We have no other choice but to win this war. And what makes me really angry that on social media I do have to select the words with which I name Russia, because otherwise information from me can be banned. Why is it so that you can kill Ukrainians in thousands, but you have to choose the correct word for the killer? My name is Anna and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of the brutal Russian invasion. So if you're new to the channel, you support Ukraine, please subscribe and help us fight. Informational warfare is also very real. And my longtime friends, thank you for your support. Check your subscription status and hit notification button. So today is a dark day in Ukraine. You know, all the world is getting ready for New Year, and Russia does what it always does. It kills Ukrainians, and it kills Ukrainians for centuries, not just for years. This war is existential. So early in the morning at dawn, when people are most vulnerable, Russia targeted us with 158 different kinds of missiles and Shahed drones. Actually, everything they have was flying in the direction of Ukraine. And they have targeted many Ukrainian cities, starting from Kyiv, Lviv, Odesa, Kharkiv, Dnipro, Zaporizhia, and surely destroying civilian objects, because their aim is not territories, not resources, but to destroy the successful example of democracy on previously occupied territories of Soviet Union. They cannot live when we are living our normal life. So please, if you're friends to me, if you're friends to Ukraine, never advise us to negotiate. You cannot negotiate with criminals like Putin. It would just be similar to advising the world to negotiate with Hitler in 1945. Would you agree? Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, demonstrate your solidarity and share the videos that you consider important. Unfortunately, 23 Ukrainians died, hundreds were injured. Among the objects that were destroyed today, hospitals, kindergartens, schools, maternity house in Dnipro, apartment buildings in Odesa. Instead of beautiful New Year photos, we see there's burning houses, families carrying their children, wounded. And once again, social media will blur that. And for me as a Ukrainian, it's extremely painful. I do understand social media want to protect people, but we cannot protect people hiding the truth. It does not work like that. It creates this bubble that you believe you're safe in it, but you're not. Because Russia can reach all of us, not only Russia, but other similar authoritarian regimes that disrespects human life. They are working, and if we pretend that everything is fine and like dead Ukrainians on New Year's Eve is our new normal, we will not live long on such planet. And I'm not trying to threaten you, but today Poland reported they had an unknown flying object during this attack on their territory. Whatever it will turn out, it is because of Russia. We know that drones and missiles already crossed the borders of Romania, crossed the borders of Poland, and people try to pretend, well, it's because something is happening in Ukraine. No, it's not happening in Ukraine. It's Russia targeting Ukraine, killing innocent children, and then continuing to you if it is not stopped in Ukraine. I'm actually very sad that my country turned into a battlefield, but we better stay united and finish them here, because if they continue going further, similar mornings may happen in different places of the world, and I don't want that at all. These combined attacks, they are really bad because they distract attention of air defense systems, and actually when you have dozens of red targets on a screen, it's difficult to operate. So today they have sent 158 missiles and drones in the direction of Ukraine. We've managed to stop 114, which is actually a lot, but at the same time not enough, because we have serious, very serious and very, very vivid destructions, and what is worse, 23 people killed and many, many, many wounded. We will never negotiate with Russia. Such crimes cannot be forgiven or negotiated. It is not a war for the territory or for something minor, this conflict that from time to time happen in different corners of the world when people want to get a piece of shore, to be able to trade or to have a port or to have access to the sea. This is totally different. Russia is the largest country in the world. It has enough lands, it has enough resources. It simply does not want to see democratic, free, normal, open nations on its borders. That's why it started with Ukraine, it started with Georgia, but it will continue. So if you want your children to be safe, invest in this war on the Ukrainian side. We don't have a choice. We will do our best to stop them, but we do need your support, because otherwise it will spread like fire. You remember, many of you still remember the times of the Cold War. This time it might be worse, and the Iron Curtain may travel further. So we have to stay united, and it is really sad to understand that such things will continue happening. Russia was storing these missiles. Sanctions do not work because they have possibility to produce weapons. They kill us with these weapons. You see, 2 years after the start of sanctions, and they have enough resources to kill us in hundreds and thousands. So we cannot be tired, guys, because if we're tired, we're dead. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for your kind words. Please know that like any Ukrainian in Ukraine is under threat. And it's sad to understand, but the only reason you can be killed is just your language, your nationality, and your culture. Such things cannot be forgiven or ever negotiated. Remember that. If everything goes fine, I invite you to join me tomorrow on a live stream. Hopefully we will have this opportunity. You can leave your questions in my community tab after a question that I've put. Please let me know what are the other topics you would like me to discuss in the videos. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons, and most importantly, thank you for being friends of Ukraine. Join me on Instagram, Threads, Twitter, and in our Discord community. And thank you for everything that you do, because many things depend on the way you address your politicians, how you help Ukraine, and that you demonstrate our unity. Thank you once again. Slava Ukraini!